What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Ant for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first one I see is the first one I read, and the first one I saw was Gemini. So let's go ahead and get it started. By the way, guys, hello, how's it hanging? Tons of people rolling up here in the chat today. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate your love and support as always. If you guys want to get a personal reading with me, first link in the description below. If you want to participate in the summer sale and get a 15-minute personal reading with me for 20% off, use code SUMMER23 at checkout. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and hop on into it. Hello, what's going on, Red Sky? Hey, Laura. Hey, Fawn. What's poppin', Trish? Hey, Constance. How's it hanging? What's going on, Arabella? Hi, guys. What's up? Hey, Eclipse Chaser. Hey, Veronica. Hey guys, holy crap, man, you guys are flowing on in. I love it. All right, guys, hopping on into our first sign for today's daily. Let's go ahead and check out Gemini. Thanks, Craig. Appreciate that, man. What do we got going on here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Message is coming in here for the gems. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Gemini, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's up, guys. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Cups. You could be connecting here possibly with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Having a look at the current energy, 9 of Wands in reverse, what it is you're dealing with, Page of Wands in the upright, and then having a look at the outcome for Gemini peeps is going to go ahead and be the World card in the upright position as well. So, as far as what I see for Team Gemini moving into your next 24 hours, we start out here with the 10 of Cups to the 9 of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is a time where you have started to feel a lot more vulnerable with somebody, and the more open and vulnerable you've been feeling with this specific person, the more you've been feeling really connected to this individual. And I'm starting to love this for you, Gemini, especially with that 10 of Cups showing up here for you. I think you are finding somebody here that you can trust. You're finding somebody here you can trust with your heart, your feelings, your emotions, and just genuinely being able to be your authentic self. It's a beautiful feeling, guys, when you know you can be the real you around somebody. You know, I remember in a lot of my relationships that I've had in the past with people I've connected with, right? A lot of the relationships I was in, I always felt that I couldn't really always be, you know, who I truly am. And that was until I found my partner, right? So at the end of the day, being in a relationship for the past 5 years, feeling like I can be my true self is one of the most beautiful feelings that I personally can go through. And I think that seeing this for you, I can relate, and I love it for you guys. So you're kind of at this point where you can be open with somebody, and it doesn't have to be necessarily somebody romantic. It definitely could be a friend. It could be somebody within your family you feel like you can truly trust. But your next 24 hours is just this reassuring energy that I'm with somebody who cares, and I'm happy to know that, you know? Having a look at what you're dealing with, you got here the Page of Wands. It's never a dull moment with this person is something I'm hearing. Definitely a good vibe with this individual. It feels like to me, there's always something fun to do. And in the next 24 hours, it does feel like you're going to be spending a very fun day with somebody. Looking at the outcome here being the World card here is Endgame is what I'm hearing for you, Gemini. So I feel like this is somebody here you want to have an end game with, meaning they are someone you want to be your end all be all. I think that many of you guys are kind of coming to this realization in the next 24 hours, whether this is your romantic partner, your best friend, you know, this is the connection that you're going to cherish, and it's a connection that you want to cherish here forever. So you're comfortable with somebody, you're open with somebody, you're vulnerable with somebody. I honestly feel like this is the vibe of like, I feel like I met my soulmate, and I'm so content with this, you know? I like it. It's just a realization kind of day. And I do see a lot of you guys being very grateful, having lots of gratitude, and being very happy here overall. Geminis, I love that. That was a very sweet reading. Thank you guys for tuning in. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But Gemini, thank you so much for showing up here nonetheless. As always, if it's not your story, guys, absolutely no worries. By the way, Eclipse Chaser, what's going on? You said, I hope Ant has something good for me to hear. I came home from a beautiful vacay and proceeded to fall and break my thumb and forearm. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, my love. That is not a fun time. But you know what, though? It will heal up at the end of the day. Just be easy on yourself. Definitely take care of yourself here at this time. All right. Ali, baby, what's going on? Hello from the bakery crew here in California. We listen to you every day. Thank you, Em, for all that you do and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out to the bakery crew. That's fucking awesome, man. You guys are cool. I love that. You guys got to send me a video or something if you watching and tuning in. Shoot me or tag me on Instagram or something. That'd be really cool. I'd love to meet the bakery crew. That's what's up, though. Very, very cool stuff. Craig is asking, can you read for yourself personally with visuals, or is it just follow your gut feeling? So, I mean, for me personally, a lot of people always ask me that question, if I can read for myself. I mean, I can read for myself using tarot. I can read for myself using just straight intuition if I want to. I technically tend to usually follow my intuition. So the way that I kind of read for myself is I listen to what I'm feeling guided to in my day-to-day life. I almost never really check in with myself with tarot cards. I'll check in for friends and family, and obviously for people who want a personal reading, or for you guys on YouTube. But typically, if I ever really need to know something, I'll just tune into what my intuition has to offer. So that's basically how I do it, you know? But either way, though, guys, let's go ahead and keep it moving forward. So we did start out here with the Gemini. So air signs went first here today. Let's do air, fire, water, earth, hopping into the fire. Let's take a look here at the Aries, and we'll see what's popping here for the Ram fam. Message is coming in here for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for Team Aries, baby? Message is coming in here for the Ram fam in the next 24 hours. What's going on for you? We did have a 10 of Pentacles come out for you guys, so just throwing this out here for some Aries. You may find yourself having a very fortunate day in the next 24 hours. This could be the energy of finding some money or having some money be directed to you. Maybe it's like some extra money that you didn't necessarily expect. So there could be some sort of unexpected income or unexpected funds showing up at this time, okay? There also could be some sort of surprise family thing. Maybe somebody you haven't seen in a while, some family member you haven't seen in a while might come towards you or might come over or something of that nature. Could be the case here too. All right, though, Aries, last shuffle and we'll see what's up. Aries, overall energy for you is going to be the Page of Swords. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Looking at the current energy, we got here the Empress in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Judgment. And then taking a look here at the outcome, Aries, Nine of Swords in the reverse position. So let's see what's up here for you. Page of Swords to start, especially paired with an Empress in reverse, kind of gives me the vibe here for you that maybe you're looking into a situation, but you're looking into a situation with a feeling of not thinking that it's going anywhere is kind of what I'm picking up on, because Empress reverse is a lack of growth. So I think that the more you keep focusing on something, the more you keep thinking it's not growing or going anywhere. Having a look at what you're dealing with here being the Judgment, it's like you're trying to give something a chance to grow, but keep in mind it's very hard to give something a chance to grow if you're not in the process of believing that it's going to grow anyways. I think that that's one of the things you got to watch out for here, Aries, because if you have the intention of wanting to see something grow, you have to believe in its ability to be able to thrive. Point blank, period. You know, one of the things I find very fascinating, and this is going to be a little random, but it ties in. I find plants very fascinating because I've noticed that you can water your plants. You can give them the most perfect and right amount of sunlight, but if you don't believe in that plant to grow and thrive, or if you give that plant negative energy, watch how quickly your plant starts dying, even if you're doing what you got to do. It's amazing how your energy can affect everything. Now give a plant all the love you need, give a plant all the water it needs, all the sunlight it needs, and give it positive energy. Watch how quickly it thrives. So at the end of the day here, Aries, it is the intention, but it's more so the belief behind the intention that's going to get you to the desired goal. I get the feeling here for you where it's like, yeah, you're trying to give something a chance, but you're not giving it much energy. You got to give it your positive energy and your belief if you want to continue to see it thrive. You know, looking at the outcome for you, Nine of Swords reversed, I feel like you're kind of in a very nonchalant energy right now about whatever it is you're working on. It almost kind of feels to me for you that you're looking at something like, it is what it is, you know? If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think that at one time, there was a part of you that really wanted to see something shine. You know, let's say, for example, this is a business of yours, this is a relationship of yours, whatever it may be. There was a time where you wanted to see this thrive. And I think that what's caused you to be kind of like, it is what it is due to the maybe disappointment of not seeing it grow. But at the end of the day, remember, once again, as I've mentioned, it's the intention behind, or more so, it's the energy behind the intention that's really going to determine whether or not something works out. You can have an intention to see something do well, but you got to believe it is going to do well, okay? So Aries, I feel like you got to respark that energy of passion for whatever this is, and you got to respark that belief in yourself as well, because at the end of the day, you can turn any situation around. You can make something here that's not growing grow instantaneously, just like you can revive a plant. I've done it plenty of times. I got a Monstera plant. Her name is Bonnie. And she was big and beautiful, and then she started to get very crispy and burnt and started looking not so big and beautiful anymore. And what I started to do was I started to give my positive energy, put it back into the plant, start having a positive intention behind everything I was doing, making sure I was taking care of her day in and day out, and now she's healthy and beautiful, right? So with that being said, put in that energy, guys, and you definitely can see a difference. Okay, Aries? All right, Ram fam, appreciate you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, okay? All right, we did our Ram fam. So far we did our fire. And what did we do previously? We did air, right? So it's air, fire. We're going to hop into the water in a second. Jackie Gonzalez, thank you so much for the $5. Really appreciate that. Thank you for your generosity, my love. Really, really means a lot. Also, Marlene, you're up in here. How you doing? I hope you're feeling better, my love. You know, I did see that comment the other day. Hope you're doing good. Hope you've been having your checkups and stuff and all is well. All right, but thank you so much for tuning in. Julia, what's going on? Hello, hello, hello. I hope everything's been going well for you too. Hope the family's been doing good. Julia, thank you for stopping by. Really missed you. I hope all is going great. You said, Aunt, go for Cancer next. I got you, okay? We'll jump into Cancer right after this. Sunny D, thank you. I love you too. Appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much for your support, Sunny D. All right, guys, let's move forward. We did the air, we did the fire. Jumping into the water, Cancer. Our season's almost over. It's almost over. It's a little sad, but you know what? Happy birthday still to the Cancers. All right, before we shift into Leo season, happy birthday to you, and I hope you guys have had a good time. All right, without a further ado, let's get it popping. What's going on here for Team Cancer, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for Team Cancer? Messages coming in here for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What is up here for you? All right, Team Cancer, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Cancer, overall energy for you is the Five of Swords in reverse. You know who's not stressing? Cancer's not stressing. Ooh, I like that. Okay, taking a look here at the current energy. King of Cups in reverse, what it is you're dealing with here. Ten of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for Cancerian peeps, we got here the Six of Cups in the upright position. So let's go ahead and talk about it, guys. First and foremost, Five of Swords in reverse here to the King of Swords, or sorry, to the King of Cups in reverse as well. You know, I think that right now you're kind of coming to the conclusion that something is not worth getting so emotionally invested into. I do get the feeling here for you, Cancer, that with the Ten of Swords reversed, looking at what it is you're dealing with, you're just in a period of time where it's like, I don't want to get emotionally invested in a situation, because if I do, I don't think the people or the individuals in the situation are going to like the outcome that much. Cancer, I feel like this is almost like a strength card is here, where you're basically taming the beast, but in this situation, you're taming the crab claws, okay? I feel like what's going on here for you is you're recognizing I'm choosing and picking my battles wisely. There might be something going on in your life currently that could be a little irritating or frustrating, but I think that you're choosing to embrace your inner power and channeling of not giving a fuck, because if you give the fucks, Cancer, people might not like how it turns out. I think a lot of people don't understand that Cancerians can have the power to be your biggest enemy. People don't understand that the crabs can be pretty rowdy when they get to that point. But I think that for you personally, you're at a point right now where it's like, drama is not what I want in my life. I'm not interested in that. And most importantly, I'm just not interested in getting involved in situations or emotionally invested in situations that are going to tear down my energy or take me to a lower vibrational state. So I feel like you're at a moment in time right now where chill, energy, good vibes, that's all that life is about. And that's all you want to continue to focus on. So Cancer, you are picking your battles wisely. And whatever's going on over here, it's a battle that's not worth being fought. Point blank, period. Looking at the outcome here for you, Six of Cups. Six of Cups here tells me this can be a card, of course, of the past, but to me too, it could also be a card here of acceptance. So I feel here for you guys, it's like, listen, I'm just going to be accepting of where I may be at with people. If people are going to toss BS my way, it is what it is. I'll accept it for what it is. It's just not worth fighting for, or it's just not worth getting involved emotionally with people and their BS. So Cancers, I don't know what's going on in your life personally, because I do not resonate to this reading. Okay, maybe in the past I might have, but you know, take take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I have been here before where, you know, I'm just like, man, I'm all about the good vibes right now. I don't got time for this. People are out here bringing me the BS. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth the investment emotionally. And I know that if I do get emotionally invested, it's not going to turn out great for them. And I don't want to go there, you know? So Cancer, I just keep hearing for your next 24 hours. I don't want to go there. I don't want to deal with it. I just want to live my best life. So you're setting aside maybe the BS from other people. And if it's not about other people who may be bothering you, it very well likely could be the BS of life. Maybe it's just life's problems or things that are happening in your life personally that could be really irritating or draining. And maybe you're not letting that get to you here in the next 24 hours as well, you know, especially if you're just dealing with life's problems. So yeah, it's one of those days, Cancer, where nothing's going to stop you. Nothing's going to knock you down. You're just going to keep on doing you, and you're going to keep your vibes high. All right, Cancer, I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys, so we did our water, we did our air, we did our fire. We're going to hop into our earth signs next. A lot of people do underestimate Cancers, Julia. That's for sure. That is for sure. We are very interesting zodiac signs. I think a lot of people have a generalized conception, or they conceptualize who we are or what we are, but only a true Cancer knows what a true Cancer is like. Okay? All right, guys, moving on forward, hopping on into the earth signs. Let's check out the lovely and amazing Capricorn. What's going on here, baby? Messages here for the Cappy. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on for Capricorns? Messages here for Team Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for you? Team Capricorn, you guys are coming through really quick. Let's get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Cappy. Overall energy for you is going to be the Judgment card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Having a look here at your current energy, we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Excuse me, looking at what it is you're dealing with, we got here the Seven of Pentacles, and then taking a look here at the outcome, Three of Pentacles in reverse as well. You might be dealing with a Scorpio for a few of you, but Judgment card here to the Ace of Wands in reverse. I kind of get the feeling for you, Capricorn, that you're giving a chance here to a situation that isn't really all that entertaining or interesting. I feel like you're trying to revive something is what I'm hearing. So you might be trying to revive an old passion. You might be trying to revive some sort of interest in a specific person. Maybe you and somebody stopped talking. Maybe they contacted you and you're like, screw it. I'll see what happens. I'll see if we can kind of revive this old flame of passion between the two of us. But I think you're going to come to the conclusion that something here probably can't be revived because you're just not feeling it. You know, this might be the energy of like an old flame or an ex or something of that nature who communicates to you, reaches out to you, especially with the Venus retrograde coming up here. So could be somebody from the past reaching out to you, trying to reconnect. You might try to give it a chance, but I think that you're going to come to the ultimate conclusion of like, yeah, I just ain't feeling it, point blank period. For some reason, I can't reconnect here. I gave it a chance though. Seven of Pentacles, Judgment card. I do think you are giving something a chance, but you're going to come to the conclusion of like, yeah, this just isn't going to work. So you might be revisiting some sort of old, what's the word I'm looking for here? Some old connection. If it's not a connection, maybe you're revisiting an old hobby. Maybe you're revisiting just a point or an area of your life where you've done something before that used to make you happy, but something just doesn't feel the same. So I don't see you wanting to go forward with it. So I think you're going to get a lot of clarity in the next 24 hours that something that ended was meant to be that way because there's still nothing really there for you, I think. So you're getting that clarity here, Capricorn. I think probably for the vast majority of you, it'll be connection based or like an ex contacts you or something of that nature. Could be an old hobby though, or something like that. Maybe you try to do an old hobby you used to love and you're like, yeah, there's a reason I stopped doing this, you know? So Capricorns, lots of clarity coming in for you, but something most definitely here is just not for you. And there's a realization in this for sure. Okay. Wrong button. All right, though, Capricorn, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But guys, thank you for tuning in here nonetheless, okay? All right, Team Capricorn, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I have been having a tendency lately of hitting the wrong buttons when I'm doing my live streams. It's really funny, though. It's an entertaining time, so it is what it is. All right, yo, so we did our first batch of Zodiacs. I can't believe we already did that fast. It's crazy. We're going to hop back on in now into our second batch, and we started with air. We did Gemini first. So let's have a look here at Libra and see what's up. What do we got going on here for Team Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Libra? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, my Libra peeps, we're getting ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll go ahead and get it popping. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Wands. You could be connecting here with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Having a look at the current energy, Page of Wands here in the reverse, taking a look at what you're dealing with, the King of Cups, and having a look here at the outcome for you guys is going to go ahead and be the King of Pence in the upright position as well. I like seeing that King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a good vibe here for you for sure. So Four of Wands here, Libra, to the Page of Wands in reverse. Sometimes the stability of a situation could be a little uninteresting, okay? Like, for example, let's say we're talking about a job, you know? I have a job, I go to my job every day, I make, you know, a good living, I make money that I'm happy with, and it's a job that's not so bad. But even if it's something that's stable, it's something that's comfortable, it's something that's good, sometimes it can be a little uninteresting, right? To do the same thing over and over again, even if it's not necessarily a negative thing. And I feel like that's kind of where you're at here. It's like the need to spice up your life in some sort of way in the next 24 hours. Maybe you need to spice up what you're doing at your job a little bit more, have a little bit more fun at your job, or throw a little bit more creativity into your work. This could be the energy in love and romance and in relationships. You know, you can get very comfy with your partner. Maybe it's time to spice up your relationship. Go out to dinner, go on a dinner date in the next 24 hours. Go to a place you never ate before, right? Go to a fancy schmancy restaurant, okay? Have a good time in that retrospect, right? So I'm feeling the need here to kind of like spice up some sort of area of life. It's not like you want to walk away from this area of life. It's not like it's not abundant. It's not like it's not good, but I do think that you want a little more interest or a little more spice getting thrown on into it is what I'm feeling here for you, right? Looking at what you're dealing with here, King of Cups, you love what you have. So if the Four of Wands is representing a relationship, I love this relationship with my partner. If it's a job, same thing, so on and so forth. So it's not to say you don't love what you have. You do, and you're comfortable, and you are stable with what it is you have, but I think that you just want a little bit more of a spiced up energy involved in this. So like I mentioned, guys, spice things up a bit. And that's what I'm feeling here for Libra. You know, if it's a job, bring more creativity to the table. Bring more fun into what it is you do for work. You know, if it's a relationship, go out on that dinner date to that fancy schmancy restaurant. You know, have a good time. Get all dressed up. Do whatever it is you want. Role play. It is what it is, right? You know, it is what it is. Have a good time, guys, is what I'm feeling here for you. The more spice you can throw into your situation, I think that the more you're going to reignite that passion for what it is you have here. Okay? All right, though, Team Libra. Interesting message. But yeah, I feel like there's literally nothing else but that. That's literally just saying, hey, it's time to spice something up. I'm not getting any other messages, so take that if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But Team Libra, thank you guys for coming out here nonetheless. Okay, all right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our air sign, jumping into our fire. Let's have a look here at the Leo gang and see what's going on. What do we got going on here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be showing up here for Leo? Getting very close to your birth season, Leo. Your birthdays are coming up. What do we got going on for Leo peeps in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Leo. One more shuffle incoming, and we'll see what's up here for you. Hopefully all is well. Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You could be dealing with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look at the current energy, we got here the Magician. Looking at what you're dealing with, the Emperor. And then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Two of Wands in the reverse position. So as far as what I see here so far for Leo, we got here a Ten of Pentacles in reverse to the Magician card in the upright position. You know, I definitely get the feeling for you that you're kind of in a place of time right now where you want to manifest better. It looks to me like Ten of Pentacles reversed is maybe some sort of dissatisfaction within a situation. This could be dissatisfaction with work, with friends, with family. But at the end of the day here, you're looking to basically create more abundance in some area of your life. And the Magician card here does that, right? The Magician is manifestation, but besides just manifestation, the Magician always has all the tools that he needs in order to put on his magic magic show. And that represents here to me, Leo, that you have everything you need to change your situation. So if something here is not really bringing in the ultimate stability, you have the tools you need to create the stability you're looking for. Having a look at what you're dealing with here the Emperor. Emperor card here represents that everything you want to do is already within your power. So looking at the outcome being the Two of Wands reversed, this is kind of like life here, or not life here, but the universe here saying, listen, if you feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, recognize that you're only stuck because you're telling yourself you're stuck. If you want to make changes accordingly, you have the power to do so, and you have the tools to make the changes happen of what it is you want to see happen in your life. Let's say, for example, I'm unhappy with my financial situation. You have the tools right now to change your finances. If you're unhappy with your relationship, you have the tools to change your relationship. Whatever you are seeking is not outside of yourself, Leo. It is not external, is what the universe is trying to bring to your attention. Everything you seek already lives within you. That's why I keep representing that you have the tools necessary, because you do. Everything you want, or everything you want to see change, or all the tools you think you're looking for or need live within you to assist you and aid you in changing your situation to make it more stable. All right, so take that if it resonates, Leo. Leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for coming out here nonetheless, and that is what I have in store here for Team Leo. Don't look outside of yourself. If you want to create change, look within. Okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, baby. So we did our fire, we did our air. Hopping on into our lovely water signs. Let's have a look here at the Scorpio and go ahead and get it popping. What's going on here for Scorpio, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. By the way, what's going on, Healing Hearts? Also, what's going on, Nevaeh? How are you? How you guys doing? Hello, Mary the Aries. Oh, thank you. You said looking fresh. Appreciate that. Thank you, Chana. Appreciate it. All right, guys. What do we got going on for Scorpio peeps in the next 24 hours? What's going on here for you? Happy birthday to Renee as well. Happy early birthday. All right. We're going to get one more shuffle here for Scorpio, and we'll see what's up. Scorpio. Overall energy here for you is going to be the Nine of Wands. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Having a look at the current energy, we got the Star in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Three of Cups, and then taking a look here at the outcome for Scorpio, we do have here the Ace of Wands in the upright position. So let's go ahead and talk about it, guys. You might be connecting with an Aquarius. I always see the saga between Scorpio and Aquarius. For some reason, both of you guys always have your signs intertwined with one another. But either way, Nine of Wands here to the Star in reverse. It definitely looks to me like this is a time right now where maybe you don't feel like everything is going as planned or going as you wished. And I feel like you have been keeping it to yourself here. So it's kind of like you've been keeping to yourself this energy of feeling like, I don't know, nothing's going according to plan, but you haven't really talked about it with other people. You haven't been open about it. You know, looking at what you're dealing with on the surface level, Three of Cups, you've been showing up as everything's fine and everything's fantastic, but I think that beneath the surface, you haven't really been happy with the way a situation's going. And looking at the outcome here being the Ace of Wands, I think you are working very hard to get to a point where you can be happy with the things that you're working towards, and you can be happy with your overall future. But at this moment in time, I feel like surface level, everything's fine, everything's great, but beneath the surface, you know, kind of like to yourself, you're really unhappy with how things are going. You know, Star in reversed is a representation of not feeling like you're aligning to where you want to go. So you're holding a lot in, and you're bearing a lot of weight here, Scorpio, by yourself. I kind of feel like this is a message of saying there's no shame in asking for help. I kind of feel like this is a message saying as well that there's also no shame in just opening up, that like, hey, it just feels like things aren't going according to plan. You know, sometimes we just need a good vent. Sometimes we need to let out whatever's disappointing us, whatever's upsetting us, whatever we feel isn't going our way, and just have another person to be there to listen, because letting that energy out can be exactly what you need to get you back on track. Sometimes holding in all that energy keeps us in a place where we keep on perpetuating on the idea that what we're working on is going nowhere, and then we keep manifesting that same cycle over and over again. Sometimes we just need to release that shit by having a venting sesh with a friend, with a family member, with someone you can trust, and then we start to reprogram our mind to say, fuck that, I'm going to make this work instead. So Scorpios, I get that feeling for you that if you're not really happy with the way things are going, but you're kind of keeping it pretty low key and keeping it to yourself, open up about it, have a conversation about it. I think not only is it going to make you feel better, but it's going to help you release all that energy so that you're not not continuing in a cycle of believing that things are going nowhere. Things could be working out for you as we speak, but if you're not tuned into that perception, how the hell could you see it? Forces could be working with you at this time, and you may not be able to see it because that's not the energy you're attuned to, right? So keep that in mind here for you. Hopefully it resonates though, right? Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but Team Scorpio, thank you guys so much for tuning in here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. All right, though, guys, real quick, before I move on into our earth signs, give me about a second or so just to take a very small break. There's just something I have to do real quick. I'm going to come on back in about a minute or so, and we'll bang out the rest of the signs here for the next 24 hours. All right, if you're enjoying today's video, drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. And guys, I'll go ahead and be right back. Thank you so much for your patience in advance.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna 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 fall in love. Just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for your patience. Really, really appreciate it. Now we're going to hop on into our earth signs. So we previously did Capricorn. Hopping into the earth, let's have a look here at the Virgo gang. What's popping here, baby? Messages for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for Team Virgo, baby? Messages showing up here for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? What's happening? What's crack-a-lackin'? And what's poppin'? Virgo, overall energy for you is the Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel like we've been seeing this card pretty often, especially in the reverse for you guys recently. Some sort of relief coming through here for you. Could be some sort of relief. It could be some sort of relief due to like debt being paid off, or some sort of relief that maybe you're not in a sticky situation anymore or an uncomfortable situation. All right, having a look at the current energy. Yeah, Three of Wands. I'm hearing the wait is over, looking at what you're dealing with, Four of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here, Page of Swords in the reverse position as well. I do see for some Virgos, if you had to do like a long distance relationship with somebody temporarily, that wait may be over moving into the next 24 hours. Maybe this person's coming back. If they were like away for a business trip or away for like a month or two, if this is like a partner or something like that, long distance thing could be ending here, so you could be reunited. So it's nice to have that weight being lifted off your shoulders too. But either way, let's get into it. Let's look at the general consensus here of your reading. So we start out here with the Nine of Swords in reverse here to the Three of Wands in the upright position. what I would say to Virgo peeps is that there definitely is some relief coming in here for you because you don't have to wait on something any longer. Looking at what you're dealing with, Four of Swords reversed, whatever has wandered away from you has made a return. So if you have been waiting to see an increase come in your finances, if you've been waiting to see an increase come in reference to something in your life, or if you've been waiting for someone to come back, if you've been waiting for somebody to step up, I feel like whatever you've been lacking is now coming back here tenfold. So you're gaining some sort of abundance in the next 24 hours. There's not this energy of lack anymore, but instead there's this energy of abundance coming in for you. Looking at the outcome here, Page of Swords, it's like it's nice to finally see it, is what I'm hearing for you guys. Interesting read. I'm not sure how many Virgo peeps this is actually going to resonate with. It's a little bit, I feel like, an oddball reading, but if it happens to be your story, cool. If not, no worries. But I keep hearing for you the wait's over. If you've been waiting to see a shift or a change or for something to come back in your life, especially if this is a situation where you put something out there, you know, whatever you put out is what you get back. This could be you receiving energy tenfold for what you've put out into the universe. So there could be a manifestation as well that you've put out into the world that may be manifesting and coming down into your reality in the next 24 hours here too, which is cool. So something you've manifested might be coming back around to you here at this time as well. Okay, nice, Virgo. I like that. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. But thank you, Team Virgo, for tuning in. Take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. So we did our second batch of zodiacs for the daily reading here today. Hopping on into our last and final batch, getting back into the air signs. Team Aqua, let's see what's up. What do we got going on here for the Aqua baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for Team Aquarius? By the way, Marlene, thank you so much for timestamping. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, my love, okay? What do we got going on here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Team Aqua, we're going to get our last and final shuffle, and we shall see what's up. What do we got going on here for Aquarius? Overall energy for you, Eight of Pence in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the Four of Swords in reverse, what it is you're dealing with, the Sun, and then having a look here at the outcome for you guys is going to be the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. So as far as what I see here for Team Aquarius, you could be connecting with a Leo. You may also be dealing with a fixed sign like an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or possibly a Leo. Now for the next 24, Eight of Pence reversed here to the Four of Swords reversed. I do get the feeling here for you that something doesn't feel like it's worth the effort is what I'm hearing for you guys. And I think you're getting to the point where you're not putting in the effort. I think that ultimately here, this is like a reoccurring thing where you kind of go back and forth between trying to put effort into something and then just realizing maybe I shouldn't put in effort. You know, I think that right now you're kind of starting to realize, I think I'm more happy not working on a situation or not putting effort into a connection or some sort of commitment. I don't know. I just feel happier not having to be invested in someone or something at this time. I think that that's what many of you guys are coming to the realization of. And you know what? I think that sometimes we can do things because we're used to it. We can make investments into people, into hobbies, into situations because we're used to it. But just because we're used to it doesn't mean we necessarily like it, right? And I think that for many of you guys, you were kind of caught between the energy of doing something because you were used to it, but not doing it because it's what you wanted to do. You know, you guys ever do that before? I used to do tons of things I didn't necessarily like, but because I was so used to it, right? Especially growing up in an environment, doing things a certain way, I kept on doing it because it was familiar, but not because I wanted to. So I feel for you, Aquarius, you're breaking out of a cycle here. Looking at the outcome, Wheel of Fortune reverse, it's like, I don't want this cycle to continue. So instead, I'm done putting effort into something that feels familiar. Just because it's something I've always done and is familiar doesn't mean it's something I like and want to continue to do. So you're breaking out of a cycle here that is not necessarily what you want to continue to entertain. Now that could be as simple as, you know what, this person's always been my friend, but I've never necessarily really been super happy with them, but because they were always around, I was always invested. This might be the energy of walking away and walking out of that. This could be the energy of walking away from a certain kind of hobby, a certain kind of job, or just something that you're doing in general in your life here at this time. Maybe you've always felt pressured to be a part of a family business because it's what you've been used to or what you felt pressured to do. Some of you guys in the next 24 hours might be like, listen, I don't like this family business. At the end of the day, time for me to go ahead and do my own career and hit my own career goals instead. Could be that vibe here too. So with that being said here, Aquarius, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but appreciate you guys coming out here nonetheless. Hopefully I explained that well. I feel like I probably didn't explain that the best, but hopefully that reading made sense, okay? All right, guys. So We did all the air. We're jumping back into the fire. Going into the fire signs, let's have a look here at Sagittarius, and we'll see what's going on. Message is coming in here for Team Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here for Sagittarius, please? In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for you? You're a good fawn. Do your thing. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. And hopefully you're going to have an awesome conference call. All right, Sagittarius, we're getting our last shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Overall energy for you is the Three of Pentacles upright. Looking at the current energy, Nine of Pentacles, what it is you're dealing with, Four Cups in reverse, and then the outcome for Sagittarius is going to be the Tower in the reverse position. So you're dodging a bullet with that Tower in reverse. Let's see what's up with it though, okay? So Three of Pence here to the Nine of Pentacles. I think right now, being in the energy of your own independence, doing your own thing has been working out incredibly well for you. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here being the Four of Cups reversed, this is an energy that tells me that ever since you started to go ahead and do your own thing and kind of be in separation from a specific person, you've seen just how much it's changed your life. I kind of get the feeling here that when you were connected with somebody or when somebody was around you, you noticed that maybe there was a lot of situations that arose that you weren't happy with. Maybe you noticed that their energy had a negative effect on you, or maybe you noticed that they brought a lot of Tower moments. And ever since you've been gone, Tower reversed, there hasn't been any sort of Tower moments. So you're kind of starting to notice that being without somebody and stepping more into your independence and stepping more into self-reliance has created a comfort for you, but it's also created a lot of positive experiences for you because you've casted out something that's been a negative strain. Yeah, I've noticed that in my life, especially when it came towards friends. You know, when I had a certain kind of friend group around me, I noticed that their energy would constantly project onto me. I would pick up on their energy, and it created and manifested a lot of things in my life I wasn't particularly happy with. You know, it also changed me a lot as a person too. If you ever heard that old saying, you know, you are your friends, or, you know, basically you can take on the characteristic and traits of your friends. It's very true. You are who you hang out with. So it was something I had to learn to be mindful of. And environment is everything, because environment can also be very influential. So for Sagittarian peeps watching, I think that isolating yourself from a specific environment has been one of the best choices you can make, because it's allowed you to step back into your own energy. I think you're realizing when you were in that environment, you weren't yourself. You were basically absorbing the vibrations that all these people in your environment were basically projecting onto you. But now that you've isolated and stepped back into your independence, you genuinely feel like yourself again. And it's a beautiful and good feeling. I don't feel influenced. I don't feel like I'm being projected at all the time. I don't feel like I am empathically absorbing everybody's energy. I feel like me, and I'm making my own choices, and I'm doing my own thing, and I'm happy that I feel this way. So I love that for you. I think that is super important too, to recognize when to separate other people's energy from your own. Okay, so Sagittarius, really cool reading. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But guys, thank you so much for coming out here nonetheless. Okay. Yeah, you dodged a tower. You dodged a bullet here, associating with a certain group. I just think that their energy was starting to get to you, to the point where you noticed that it was changing who you are. This is about you getting out there and making sure you're being exactly who the hell you want to be, okay? All right, Sagittarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates, and leave it if it doesn't. So, all the fire signs are done here for the daily. So we finished up our fire. We also finished up our air, jumping into the water. Pisces, let's see what's going on here for the fish, baby. What's going to be showing up here for Team Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here for the zodiac sign of Pisces, please? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. By the way, for the 125 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming out here nonetheless. All right, Team Piscean, one more shuffle incoming here for you, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Pisces, overall energy for you is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Looking at the current energy, we have here the Knight of Pentacles, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Six of Swords, and then taking a look here at the outcome is gonna be, dun dun dun, the Eight of Wands in the reverse position as well, okay? Thank you for subscribing, I appreciate that. All right, Team Pisces, let's go ahead and see what's up. Seven of Swords reversed here, Knight of Pence in the upright here. Yeah, I think that you're realizing it's a long journey here to move on from something that's happened. I think that the Seven of Swords being a card that talks about deception, something definitely came into your life that hurt you, jaded you, whatever you want to call it. And I think you're realizing that the road to healing isn't necessarily the fastest one. It's not an overnight process, but I'm going to go ahead and start my journey of healing. I'm going to start my journey no matter how slow it is or how fast it is. I'm going to accept the fact that when I heal, and that is just simply that. I think sometimes a lot of people try to rush the healing process. They're like, yeah, I got hurt in a situation, but I want to be a-okay by tomorrow. And that's not always how it works. I tell people all the time on my YouTube channel that there is no timestamp on healing. We heal when we heal. One day we wake up and it's like, oh shit, yeah, that situation doesn't bother me anymore. I'm over it, right? So Pisces, I think that you guys are starting to move in the direction here where you're moving on from something. Maybe you're dealing with some past trauma. Maybe you're dealing with a past situation that's been weighing on you heavily for a long time. But I see you moving into that energy of accepting that no matter how long this road of healing takes, I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to go ahead and stay focused on doing what I can to let go of this pain that I've dealt with. I want to go ahead and commit to bettering myself as best as I can. I love that, guys. Looking at the outcome here being the Eight of Wands reversed, I feel like ultimately for you guys, it's like Six of Swords, Eight of Wands. I recognize that sometimes in my life and in this journey, it's going to feel like I'm going to take one step forward and 10 steps backwards. But then there's also going to be times where you're taking 10 steps forward and one step back and one step backwards. It's going to be an up and down journey. It's not going to be smooth sailing necessarily. And I think you're understanding of that, but ultimately you're ready to take up the challenge. It takes a lot of guts to say I'm ready to heal and I'm ready to move forward, because it's not an easy journey. Some people expect it to be. Some people think it's going to be super easy going. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to be smooth sailing, but a healing journey takes a lot of time and there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. I feel like your next 24 hours is about you guys saying, you know what, I'm ready for it and I'm going to do what I can here to actually start to heal, right? Point blank period. So Pisces, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Life is ups and downs, healing is ups and downs, and it's not always a quick and fast journey, and it definitely can be a hard time, but you're willing here to put in the commitment, and I feel like that's the realization that you're having in the next 24 hours. You're saying to yourself, I'm not going to heal halfway, I'm not going to bullshit my healing, but I'm really going to put in the effort and the commitment here, okay? Love that for you. And listen, when you do really put in the commitment, you get real freaking results, okay? All right, Team Pisces, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, though, to my fish for tuning on in. Love that for you guys. Yeah, there's a lot of things in life you got to put a full commitment to, but when you do it that way, with no shortcuts, you get the best outcomes, okay? All right, guys, the water is done, the fire is done, the air is done. Going on into our last but not least zodiac sign for the daily read. Let's have a look here at the Bull Gang and see what's popping for Team Taurus. So what's up here, baby? What's going on here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac of Taurus, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Taurus, you did have a Seven of Cups come out for you, so this can be representing that you might have a lot of options or choices to choose from. In the next 24, there might be like a lot of opportunity showing up in work and career, so there might be a lot to pick from. There also could be Seven of Cups can represent kind of like a little bit of confusion too. So you might need to get some clarity on a situation as well. I feel like I'm being directed to tell Taurians that if you need clarity on a situation, just reach out, just ask. Because the last thing you want to do is get inside your head and try to piece together the clarity you need. You're not going to figure it out by overthinking, but you're going to figure it out by reaching out. So that's what I'm being guided here to tell you at this time, okay? All right, last shuffle here for Taurus. And we'll see what's up. Overall energy for you is going to be the Star card. Having a look here at the current energy, we got the Knight of Swords, what it is you're dealing with, Page of Pence in reverse, and then having a look here at the outcome for you, Taurus, King of Wands in the reverse position here as well, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look here for you. So Team Taurus, Star card, Aquarius energy, you might be dealing with one. We got the Star and the Knight of Swords. It does feel like you've been taking action, and honestly, it looks like it's been working out for you pretty dang well. I mean, having a look at what you're dealing with here, Page of Pentacles reversed, you haven't had to put in much effort, you haven't had to put in much energy, you're just noticing that things are kind of starting to work for you. Now, when you take the path of least resistance, you'll find that there is least resistance happening in your life. That's kind of what your reading looks like here, Taurus. You've been starting to take the path of least resistance because it's the path that's getting you somewhere. When things feel easy, sometimes that's the right direction to go to, because if it's so effortless, if it flows for you, it's guiding you and directing you somewhere, you know? Now, when we try to take paths that constantly feel like an uphill battle every single day, when we try to take paths that feel like it's a constant resistance, then that might not always be the path for us. Maybe we're trying to be guided somewhere else. That's why one of my favorite sayings on this channel is, whatever resists persists, because it's true. You want to start to go towards the flow. So Taurians, I feel like you're doing that here. You're really starting to not go towards the things that are creating resistance in your life, but instead you're going towards what you feel is working out for you. And you're seeing a good difference here. You know, looking at the outcome here, King of Wands reversed, I feel like right now you're at a point in time in your life where it's like, I'm going towards what I want to go towards, and King of Wands reversed here can represent as a card of, you know, feeling like you don't have to take much action at all. This is almost reminding me, Taurus, of that saying of, you don't have to, when you do a job that you love or when you find a job that you love, it's like you don't feel like you have to work a single day in your life. I'm almost kind of picking up that similar energy here with the King of Wands reverse showing up for you. It's like when you start going on a path of doing something you love, you don't really feel like you have to work so hard to get to where you want to go. And as I've already previously mentioned, when you're doing something that gets you into a state of the flow, it doesn't feel like it's hard, it doesn't feel like it's tough, it feels like it's working out exactly how it needs to be here for you at this time. So Taurus, I like it a lot for you. I think that your next 24 hours is about figuring out where you need to go. It doesn't have to be so difficult. It doesn't have to be so hard. It just feels like it flows right. It flows perfectly. And I'm taking a step in my path of directing myself to exactly where I need to be. So Team Taurus, it's looking goddamn beautiful. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Hopefully it made sense how I explained it, because like I said, my communication sometimes can be a little bit off. But yeah, the path of least resistance really is what can guide us home. All right, cool. I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. We've had some pretty interesting readings here today on the channel, so hopefully you guys did enjoy nonetheless. But with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much for coming out here too. Today's daily reading, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me. For the 142 peeps in the chat, if you can drop a like, that'd be super awesome. Thanks for coming on out. Of course, if anybody here is new and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe. If you're new here, I'd be more than happy to have you, so welcome in to any new soul family members that decide to join the channel. I wanted to mention, y'all, I am in the process right now of doing the August readings, so August readings will be coming out more than likely next week. Stay tuned for that. I'm getting them done as quickly as possible. In reference to mid-July readings, I posted a collective all signs mid-July check-in video yesterday. If you haven't seen it already, give it a check out. It's a really good video. I think you guys will enjoy it, okay? If you're interested in getting a personal reading, guys, always my information is in the first link in the description below. To head over to my website, you can book me there, okay? All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'm going to catch everybody in the next video. Much love to my soul family, and guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, everybody, and peace.